Good evening and God bless you, my brothers and sisters. Happy to share this moment with you. I'm going to be doing it in the morning here out as I have been doing previously. This morning I was thrown off, so I wasn't able to come with this teaching that I said I was going to start doing. I don't even really know if I should classify it as a teaching, but more like a discovery and a journey. Now, what I'm doing, I'm looking at a book that I got many years ago, John Maxwell. Can y'all see that? It's on the 27 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork. And it's a very great book written by John C. Maxwell, who is a New York Times best-selling author. He wrote the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. So we're just going to kind of work through these 17 indisputable laws of leadership, of teamwork. And perhaps maybe we'll get into those 21 laws, irrefutable laws of leadership. But we're focusing on the next 17 videos here. We're going to be dealing with the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork. And like I say, I'm not really teaching. I'm more like sharing in this journey with me, because truly there is a misnomer that I don't need nobody. I can do it myself. But the Bible tells us that one can put 1,000 to flight. Two can put 10,000 to flight. There's something about teamwork that produces exponential growth. So let's get into it. And thank you for those that are coming in, and you might want to share this and see how it works with you. I hope you find it informative. I'm not going to be long. This is just a quick summary as we go through these various laws, and hopefully they'll be helpful and they'll be applied to your life. The first law of the indisputable laws of teamwork is the law of significance. One is too small a number to achieve greatness. I'm gonna say that again. One is too small a number to achieve greatness. Now, some of the things that we need to understand is this. There is this myth out there about the Lone Ranger, okay? The belief that one person can do something great is really a myth. I mean, there are really no Rambos who take over a hostile army by themselves. And if you talk about the Lone Ranger, well, everywhere he went, he had Tonto with him. So we must understand, as much as we admire solo achievement, really, we don't achieve greatness without the help of someone else. All right. So even when you look at someone who is kind of near and dear to me, look at the frontiersman, Daniel Boone. My late father's name is Daniel Boone Neely Jr. But even Daniel Boone, the great frontiersman, had companions from the Transylvania Company as he went down the road in the wilderness. Sheriff Wyatt Earp. OK, he had his two brothers and Doc Holliday were looking out for him. Nobody really does anything great by themselves. Even Jesus, God in the flesh, had 12 that he chose to assist him. And then he has all of those believers who are in the body of Christ to assist him or to carry out the mandate of sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. So we must understand that it's a myth, okay? And we need to understand that teamwork is and always has been essential to building things and to doing great things, all right? We must understand that there is a value in teamwork, or understanding the value of teamwork. There's a Chinese proverb that says, behind an able man, there are always other able men. Must understand teamwork is always at the heart of great achievement. There's another great statement by Lyndon Johnson. There are no problems we cannot solve together, and very few that we can solve by ourselves. Here are some interesting things that we need to know about teamwork. Teams involve more people, thus affording more resources, ideas, and energy than an individual. Teams maximize a leader's potential and minimize his or her weaknesses. Strengths and weaknesses are more exposed in individuals. Teams provide multiple perspectives on how to meet a need or reach a goal, thus devising several alternatives for each situation. Individual insight is seldom as broad and deep as a group's when it takes on a problem. Teams share the credit for victories and blame for losses. This fosters genuine humility and authentic community. Individuals take credit and blame alone. This fosters pride and sometimes a sense of failure. Listen to this. Teams keep leaders accountable for the goal. Individuals connected to no one can change the goal without accountability. Lastly, teams can simply do more than an individual. Listen, it may be a cliche, but here's the truth about it. Individuals play the game, but teams win the championship. All right. So why do we stand alone? There are several reasons. We're just going to look at 4 of them. The first is ego, EGO, edge God out or edging God out. Teamwork is birthed when we concentrate on we instead of me. Many people concentrate only on me and they edge out me because of their ego. A lot of times we have the Superman or Superwoman complex, thinking that we can do it all ourselves. What happens is we must understand this. Spinning more plates doesn't increase your talent. It increases your likelihood of dropping a plate. The thing is, we must understand, we must recognize sooner rather than later that we can't do it all by ourselves. To do something big, let go of your ego and get ready to be part of a team. The next thing that holds us back often is insecurity. Many people are messed up because of this. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him, according to 16th century Florentine statesman Niccolo Machiavelli. I ain't talking about Tupac, but that's where he got that Machiavelli name from. In other words, when you look at people, you look at who's around them, and you can see where their insecurities lie if they have certain types of people around them that don't help them and don't push them and things of that nature. Because oftentimes people are so insecure, they have to control everything and maintain control over everything for which they are responsible, or they have this fear that they're going to be replaced by someone more capable. Here's the thing. Woodrow Wilson said it like this. We should not only use all the brains we have, but all that we can borrow. There's nothing wrong with having people around you that can do things better than you. Actually, that shows how wise you really are. Here's the third thing. Being naive. Here's something that consultant John Geegan keeps on his desk. He says, if I had to do it all over again, I'd get help. In other words, I stopped being so naive about things. Sometimes what people do when they are so naive, they underestimate the difficulty of achieving big things. People think I can just do it because I said I'm going to do it. Or if they did it, I can do it, not realizing they did it. Yeah, really, they did. It wasn't an individual. They actually had a team to assist them. When people are so naive, they don't understand that big things happen because there's team involved. There is no I in team. Remember, individuals play games, but it takes the team to win the championships. So those are some of the things we must understand to stop being naive. People begin to do big things when they discover that their dreams are bigger than their capabilities. And then when they realize that they can't accomplish their goals by going solo, now you're cooking. The fourth thing, temperament. Some people are just not very outgoing and they don't think in terms of team and participation. They face challenges and it never occurs to them that they need to enlist others. But let me tell you something. If you're going to do something big, you're going to have to examine what your temperament is, and then you're going to have to enlist others to help you so that you can accomplish what you need to do. See, According to Dr. Alan Fromm, people have been known to achieve more as a result of working with others than against them. That's really an understatement. It takes a team to do anything of lasting value, and that's in everything that we do. Listen to this from Chuck Swindoll. Nobody is a whole team. We need each other. We need someone, and someone needs you. In isolated islands, we're not. To make this thing called life work, we got to lean and support and relate and respond and give and take and confess and forgive and reach out and embrace and rely. Since more of us is a whole, independent, self-sufficient, since none of us is a whole, independent, self-sufficient, super capable, all-powerful hotshot, let's quit acting like we are. Life's lonely enough without our playing that silly role. The game is over. Let's link up. Let's get together. Let's be a team. Let's understand that we need one another. This is how we get big things done. We understand the law of significance. I can't do it by myself. One is too small of a number to do something big unless you are God. And even God said, let us make man in our own image, in our likeness. I want to share something with you. There's some thoughts that we need to consider. What major goals are you working toward achieving right now? You need to find a place, or I encourage you to write those down. Put them on your digital notes. All right. What major goals are you working toward achieving now? And then understand, do you have a team to help you with those goals? All right. Or are you full of ego and pushing everyone away? Does your temperament incline you to work alone? And if that's the case, the sooner you learn to be a team player, the better you are going to be, and the quicker you're going to accomplish those goals. Think about the greatest dream you have for your life. Now ask yourself, is it bigger than I am? Does it benefit others as well as myself? Is it worth dedicating part of my life to? If you answer yes to any of them questions, think about what kind of people that you need to enlist to help you accomplish those great, big, wonderful things. When God puts those big ideas in your head and in my head, and it's eating at us and it's causing us to not get the sleep, it's waking us up in the middle of the night. He's not wanting you to do it by yourself. You may simply be the gas. What gas are you talking about? Well, you may be the gas, but gas by itself isn't really good. It needs to flow through a vehicle so that it can power an engine. Who or what is the vehicle that you need to flow through? You by yourself, you're not going to accomplish a lot. You can accomplish some things, but not that big thing that's burning inside of you. The thing that's like fire shut up in your bones. You need a team. Enlist a team. Quit trying to do it by yourself. Understand something, that we is always going to be greater and bigger than me. God bless you. God keep you. Heaven smile upon you. To God be the glory. Tune in the morning, and we're going to talk some more about the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork. Have a wonderful day. To God be the glory.